1, 2. All right, we are doing a test. I just want to get something. Something's missing. How do I bring this up higher? Let's just check something here. Let's put on a little bit of something while we're waiting. Now that should be coming through. So why is it not? Hold on. We're just doing a little test here, going fully live deliberately, because I'm trying to figure out, it's so crazy because unfortunately when you solo, you're solo. Let's just see, I see that screen's in the way a little bit there. I've been trying to, let me get my phone, I'll show you what I'm trying to do over here. You know, sometimes it's the simplest things that catch you, especially when you're a one-woman show, you know. Let me just go get my phone. On somewhere here. Okay. I can just get it on. Maybe it won't let me put any more on. I've got like 3 displays. Okay. Oh, that's another thing one could just bring in. I mean, wow. Okay. Let's just put in a bit of chilling out. Yeah, so I'm just trying to, at the moment, I'm doing a live test because I know this sounds crazy because some of you would have said, but this is so basic and easy. So, yeah, I've only just started to get it right now. I'm trying to connect an old monitor. It's a Samsung, it's an old computer monitor. I'm going to show you now. As well as my my MacBook Max, M1 Max, which I've had for a while, and also to my iMac 24. So my iMac 24 is running everything, but then what I'm doing is obviously I'm mirroring my my picture, my screen from wirelessly to my MacBook as one screen, and then through HDMI to the Samsung. Now, I've been trying to do this for ages, but I think also what makes a difference is this little contraption right here. This is an HDMI on the one side, and then obviously on the other I have a USB-C. But I mean, I've got quite a few of these, but when I tried it, and I've just not bothered because I've not needed to really worry too much about it, having had my screens kind of all worked out. But just using the one at the time, and I've got a little Lilliput small little 5-inch that sits just above my camera, so that's kind of been fine. But I'm noticing that more recently I haven't been able to see very well not the right day to even go live. I haven't done my hair or anything. I'm just kind of parking off. And I'm just trying to see. My phone's always connecting itself with the new update when it wants to. And now it's giving me, and now it's not connecting. So let's just see where I can connect it. What's that? Let's have a look, see. Oh, I know why it's not, because that's not on Wi-Fi. So let's sort of put it on Wi-Fi. Why not? Let's see if it wants to grab something. Does it only come onto MacBook? Video effects. No, it should be there. Should it be on FaceTime? That is so weird. I'm just trying to work out where is that? Where is that? I need to put it on. Hang on, now it's doing its own thing. Let's just take that off because it's got its own. Okay. Oh no, I don't want that. Just let me check something. Yeah, I'm just looking for this. Which is this thing that you... Is it only on MacBook? I can't tell because all my screens are mirrored now. Your phone is supposed to be... Anyway, maybe I should just do NDI on this for now, because I can't find it. It always wants to connect on its own of late, and now ain't nothing happening. How weird. Anyway, seeing that this is a test, I'm sure you'll all be very patient with me. Let's have a look. What? Where is it? I mean, isn't it supposed to be here? What's happening? Why is that screen going on and off? Yeah, please don't go off. Please don't go off. Okay, I'm just gonna use NDI. Let's hope I'm not straining my whole system here. Just get this right. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can select this. Okay, there we go. Okay, now don't worry about all the wiring, because I haven't had a chance with her setting up at church. I haven't actually had a chance to set this up. And you may go a little dizzy. Hold on. There we go, we're back. All right, I'm going to just step back a little. Wow, my screen's flashing. Wait. Let's have a look. So weird. So my Samsung screen, while I've been talking to you, is gone. While I'm waiting for that, as I said, this is the old one I've got. I have a little 5-inch Lilliput over there, which I haven't switched on deliberately, because what I'm trying to do is just see how these monitors are working. The Samsung is still not going. I had to move everything, so everything on my desk is all over the show. Is over here. My main ZV-10, that's got the little 16 millimeter. What is it, a 1.4? Hey, so it gives you that real nice wide angle. I've still got to put up some soundproofing on the back wall over there. Just although I'm not using a condenser mic, I am using a dynamic mic. And I've got a Rode Procaster, which I've kind of started off with. Had for years, at least 2 years I should say, and then so what's running everything, as I said to you earlier, is this iMac. It's this iMac 24-inch that I got about 2 years back. It's an M1. It runs beautifully. It's given me no trouble whatsoever. And then of course I've got my little M1 MacBook Max. But that I'm using as a screen and also to move things around. And then I've got here at my home studio, I've got the Rodecaster 1, the RCP 1, which is steadying me well. Oh gosh, you probably can't hear a word I'm saying because I haven't got anything on. I'm just shouting out from the rooftops. Let me put this microphone on that's on this... Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I actually didn't intend this to be a live broadcast per se. So I'm glad no one's on. What am I looking for? Sound. Looking for sound, people. Looking for sound. Let's just see here. Give me a second, everybody. See if the sound comes on here. Let me just see. Working. So I wasn't carrying my mic around. Let me just put this other mic on. There you go. 1 2 1 2. There you go. Sorry. Actually, this isn't meant for anybody. It's just for me. So, what have we got here? Oh, we're not looking through there. All right. Let's just do this. Let's try and get this back up again. Huh. All right. So I've also got, I was speaking earlier and there was no sound because here I am moving away from my microphone. And here I am trying to give you a bit of a tutorial behind the scenes on what's happening here. But actually, this is just an impromptu thing because I'm just testing. I'm not really doing a tutorial. But yeah, I've got these little Sekani lights which have served me well. They're more than enough for me for now. Later on, when I've got some money to invest in some space, maybe we'll look at something else. But yeah, I've got what is really handy is this little ATEM Mini Pro, this little Black Magic. I've got the one with 4 inputs, and that's really awesome. And I'll hopefully soon be able to connect directly up through there. And that will really be nice to see the different angles. And then I've got just temporarily put up as a little C922, oopsie, up there, but it's really old and it's worn away. But I was telling you about the Rodecaster. This is the RCB1. It works absolutely fine for me as an audio source for my TNL lives, for my home studio. I've got the RCP2 at the church. I'm still trying to figure it out a little bit. And the main reason is because I'm trying to work out, and this might sound like a bit crazy because you'd think it's simple, but I'm trying to work out how to route. Where we've got the USB channel here, I need to route one of the settings to a USB channel there, because what's happening is I'm trying to balance the volume between the live stream, because we do have some live music when we're playing on a Sunday, and also then between the house speakers and then the live stream. And that's what I really need help with. I've been trying to advocate some help there. I'm still doing my wiring, but just if anybody's interested, and as I say, I've just moved everything around while I've been playing here, and I haven't actually put these together. But what I've bought is these little baskets. If you live in South Africa, you can get them from Takealot. And then there's others you may see. I don't know if you can see that far, but that one is a different basket. So these ones here, I think, were from Amazon, and they're really nice to tuck under your desk, and then you can do your cabling really, really neatly without any hassle whatsoever. But everything right now, this is not the time to do a full-on behind-the-scenes video for obvious reasons. And then I have all my other components in my cupboard for the live streaming, all the bits and bobs that I have here. I just want to close this up. And then I've got a couple of LED RGBs floating around, a couple of sticks, and obviously just some atmospheric lighting. This isn't a very good, as I say, this is more just for me. I've got one going on behind here and it's flashing because we've just had load shedding, and it comes on its own. A couple of others over here and some that I haven't put up yet. But all in all, as you can see, that's really my setup. And what I've been trying to test today, of course, is this whole thing with all the screens activated. And that's why I've just done live streaming to every channel I have on YouTube, just to try and see whether everything is working well and what's happening, just to see if we can get that all up and running and flowing smoothly. So yeah, I mean, if there are any questions, just drop them in the comments. But as I say, this was just a very ad hoc thing. It's more just for me to see what's happening. Let me just put this down over here. Hold fire. Let's get this back on. Oh, that's better. I was making myself dizzy. I'm making myself dizzy over here. Yeah, so that's really it. So it's just trying to manage. Obviously, I want to get another screen that's maybe just something I can put, just above my camera, right over there. I've got a little bit of space at the back, which I didn't show you. I can maybe see if I can just show you quickly. Again, as I say, I haven't cabled everything together yet. We've just kind of tried to rearrange the studio, and we've just brought our desk forward and everything. So there's still a lot to do, and I haven't managed to do much in my home studio because we've been busy with trying to get our church up and running. But we'll see what we've done here. I got this idea just to leave a gap. See, I've got a bit of space to do that. Just to leave a gap in the back, so that I can get in there. Which obviously is as I was saying, without the mic, I left a bit of a gap there just to get in the back. And I actually got that idea from looking at other behind the scenes videos that I had seen. Hang on, I didn't change this, right? Let's do this. Oh, there we go. So I don't know if that came through or not. So what I was saying is I just moved the desk. We've only just had some time now to move everything forward so that I can actually get in there and do all the cabling nicely and get it all done. I've got a little amplifier here and some studio monitors, and those are up high because they're not really official studio monitors. Let me just get this back on. Yeah, they're not official studio monitors. Oh, let me just put this mic down now. Thought I had my little Rode, my little lapel mic on, but anyway. So yeah, those are just, there's lots of work to still do. I've also got some of these little MCs, these lights. I haven't switched on my little showcase thing there, so let me bring it back. These are really nice because there's enough space here that when the light is on, it really is, and they're very effective. You know, you can just want to. Let's see. That's one of the new ones. So you can see the different colors. Just setting them all up, and I sometimes just have one that's sitting. Let me just show you. I have one sitting sort of just on that pole over there to give me some light. And actually, it was Kirk Nugent that Kirk Nugent. Let me just get that right. I watched one of his videos and I really liked the way he had put some of the softer lighting on. I like the lighting being quite soft without it looking like making you look like a witch or anything. So that is really it. And then oh, hang on. And then there's last night I was trying to set up, I realized that on my Rodecaster, just get back there again. So on my Rodecaster, what I realized is I went onto my microphone settings, the audio processing, which is really awesome. I want to recommend you, if you're starting out, you don't even need the RCP2, but if you can get any one of the RCPs, the Rodecaster, this audio processing desk, it is really a godsend. It's really an incredible device. But what I wanted to say about it is that I had switched my processing off, and it's got all these, the effects, it's got the high pass filter, the noise gate, the de-esser, the compressor, and I actually normally keep it on, but I have a feeling that somewhere along the line I have touched something, and so when it comes to things like my noise gate, I think I've shifted some things around, and I think what that's done is it's created a bit of a sound and noise which can actually be worse in the long term. Now that I've made you all dizzy, and then I've also got an Elgato. Let's see if I can just line that up for you. I've just got here for my microphone for the Procaster. Should actually have a little shock mount on it, which I have got. I just don't put it on. Is this low profile Elgato microphone desktop arm. It's really awesome. It's quite good. Sometimes I find this nut a bit tricky, but all in all, it's really a lovely device. And the reason I say that is because it's very helpful if you are one that prefers to have your microphone. Let me try and do this without making you dizzy again. If you prefer to have your microphone lower down and not showing up through the side, a lot of people I know like it at like a bit of a 45. If I'm looking down, it's because that's also something I'm testing. I'm trying to see if I can use the monitor from Ecamm Live just directly under my camera. I've got a little stand here that moves up and down. You can see that it's on, and you can just lift it and adjust it. And I used to use this mainly when we were back. Is this music a bit loud? Is I guess. I used to use this mainly for when we were still in COVID. We did a lot of our church live streaming from this very studio, and that's how I actually discovered had to have a very long learning curve, tremendous learning curve, just how technology changed even in a couple of years with COVID. Just all the new technology, bringing in guests became much easier and all these things. And so we did quite a bit of live streaming from here. And so I would just use this to lift my laptop up so that it was in line with me when I was standing preaching from here on a Sunday. So that is really what that is for. I've also I've been a little bit out of beat for a while. I've had a bit of sickness here and there. All good, but it really sets you back, from doing stuff that you want to do. Especially as a minister, it's not like we have, full whole team of specialists. We just lost one of our beautiful pastors just last year to COVID, been with me for 18 years. What an amazing man of God. Just had the heart of a saint and just such a giving man. And our church is coming on for 25 years. We're going to be 25 years old. We are an affirming church, so we welcome all people. DGFC, just in case I can give it a plug there, means that all are welcome at our church. We're based here in Durban, South Africa. But what came out of that whole time in COVID was really just another show that I do on a Thursday night called Thursday Night Live. And it's a show where we discuss on our DGFC church channel on YouTube. It's a show where we discuss all things that have been swept under the carpet pertaining to the church. This picture perfect family, if you're a minister. And I've been doing this now for 32 years, and I tell you what, God is moving in power and strength, and God is doing something new. Lord said that we would be taken a new way, and that the church is going a new way, and I believe that. The Lord gave us a theme for our annual conference called The Spirit and the Bride, and that's where we at right now. We really believe that the Spirit is moving the church in a new direction. And you see, I can't help myself preaching. I come on to these things. Okay, so what did I want to say to you? What else? And then I've also got obviously a little Elgato Stream Deck over here. Look, all of these things you might be saying, but hang on, I can't see what you're doing, because I know that's what I've done to some people when they're showing stuff like this without putting it down. But as I say, I will do a proper behind the scenes with everything marked and give you the models, and everything will be put in once I've managed to streamline everything. I've just got the 15 button Stream Deck, and now that I've got it, I want to just encourage everybody to say, my advice would be to really get the bigger one. If you're going to go for a Stream Deck, it's incredible because this little thing just helps you to, you have it right alongside you. It's easy to install, and you can very, very quickly, when it's connected to your equipment. Hold on. Alrighty. Then behind me here, I've got all these little wires, of course, that are just hanging around because I've got a little, these are quite nice to have. I'm still busy setting it all up, but I've got a little bag here that I bought off Amazon. It's got all the different, it's easy for me to then see all my different connectors and what else have I got? I've got 3 of these little lights. They're really, really nice for effects. Oh, yes. I forgot about that. I've also got CalDigit. I've got the TS3. You can just see it. I'm trying to see it behind everything. And that's an incredible docking station, and it literally will charge. If you've got a MacBook M1, that thing will charge. I think it's 95 to 100 watts. I can't remember. I've got 2. I've got one at the church, and I've got one here. And I've also got a smaller CalDigit dock, but these are really incredible. They're really incredible. I think they've got 15 ports. I can't get to the back of this one right now. But if you're going to buy a docking station, get a decent one, get a CalDigit, especially if you're going Mac. And I'm basically Mac on almost everything. And the reason for that is because I just feel it's easier to stick with something that's more user-friendly for me. And in this case, of course, that is, I've also got the little, another little CalDigit one that I use as a secondary. I just bought them locally from, let's just get back in here. So when I'm talking, you couldn't hear a word, I guess, because I was trying to tell you I had another CalDigit and showed it to you, but I wasn't at my microphone. So I bought a dummy battery for each of the ZV-10s that I have, and it's not necessary to even have. I mean, I don't even need, I could probably get a really good webcam. Now you can get, what is that one that moves around? Because I'd love to have one of those sliders. I think they really look so awesome. But unfortunately, all of these things cost money, but you don't need 100 cameras. If you're starting a live stream, all I would recommend is to get a decent microphone. I prefer dynamic because if you get a condenser, which is great because it's not in the way, the problem is you've got to have your room really clearly acoustically managed, because it really can pick up everything. And we have a lot of, as you can see, we've got dogs and all sorts here. So I try my best to stick with the dynamic for now, and I'm happy with it. I'm used to it. But there's some amazing microphones out there. Obviously, there's the Shure SM7B, which is an awesome mic, but I just think for the price, you might as well go for the MV7, the smaller one, if you're going to look at microphones. And then I would definitely look at either getting a little Focusrite. You're going to definitely need, if you're starting out, you'll need that. I just want to get it. It's an audio interface. It's dusty, so please don't judge me. This is probably one of the better ones. I really love it. This is a Scarlett, but there's a slightly cheaper version as well that you can get. It has 2 inputs. It's got its own dials, and really what this does is it just converts your audio from analog to digital. So you could use this instead of buying a Rodecaster, because the Rodecaster Pro acts as an audio interface as well. And I'll do a proper video on this. But this little Focusrite has stood me so well. It's an incredible. Focusrite products are just incredible. And that's all you really need. And as I said, if you're confused, it's because let me just get this back on here. It might be because of this, because the Rodecaster is also an audio interface. It's just a little more sophisticated, but really, really easy to use. So that's also quite good. And then the other thing, so there's quite a lot of things I've mentioned here. So if you're starting out, just to get a decent mic, there are so many. Sennheiser make a good range. You can get their 800 series, or just a corded mic, or you can get a Procaster or anything that is your preference. And then to get an audio interface, either the Focusrite, the Scarlett series, or the one just below that. Just can't remember what it's called. And then obviously you need to have a camera. Preferably avoid your webcam, but if that's all you've got to start, then you use it. If you can go minimum of 1080p when you're screening in terms of the quality of your production, do so, because things are moving so fast that you'll regret stuff that the quality shifts so quickly that in 2 years' time 720p will look even worse than it does now. So when I stream, I normally stream in 1440p at 30 frames a second, especially because I also move around quite a bit. I'm not a big fundi on cameras. I don't really know much on that side. But certainly Diane Gladney, I want to just give her a shout out. If you can go onto her YouTube, she's an expert with cameras. She knows just about everything that I've learned from her, including the settings. These little ZV-E10 Sony cameras are an excellent buy if you've got extra money. I think they're about 12 South African rands. And then, of course, you can go onto Amazon and see what the price is in dollars. They weren't available for some time, but they are available now. So that's your camera, your audio interface, and then you'd obviously just need a few Canon to Canon cables to connect up your microphone, and a decent laptop or computer to run it. Now I'm using Macs predominantly, and oh my gosh, my screen disappeared again. That's not good. Sorry, let me just check something out here. What is happening? Yeah, so that's not good. The screen, the old Samsung that I'm using, if anybody can help me, I would be glad to get that help, is flickering and then it's going off. I wonder why. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Just see if I'm interfering. Okay, so yeah, it's just a quick overview, really. There's not a lot happening. Let's have a look. See if this picks up. It's showing it there. I just don't know why it's not picking it up. Hold on a second. Let me just. It's so weird. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, gosh, isn't it always at the messiest time? I've got everything lying around here. Okay, so it's that's so weird. Okay. If anyone can tell me why, my second screen, this one. So, just again, I've got these three screens. I've got the iMac 24, which is the main driver, right, for this live stream. Then I've got the MacBook One, which is operating as one of the mirror displays. It's operating through NDI, not through any cable. Through the network, basically. They just talk to each other, Max. And then I've got through HDMI, I've got this old Samsung screen over here, which is the one that's been playing up. And what it's been doing is it's been going funny, and then it goes, all of a sudden it just goes black. So that's quite weird. I'm not too sure what's going on there. There's so many things that I could still do that I need to do that I haven't done. Like, I want to get another screen for the ATEM, so I can see the different screens. And of course, this is the other. I haven't set it up. Bryn, come boy, come boy. Testing. Okay. This is really me talking to myself, because I'm actually really just here testing these screens, and I wanted to do it on a proper full-on live to see that it's taking the strain and all of that. And while I was there, I just thought, go through stuff I haven't. Even this cable management that I've got under the desks, I want to tell you, this can work so beautifully. I just haven't had the time yet to manage all my cables and put them all neatly in. I don't like using cable ties. what I normally use is the Velcro ties, because you find yourself undoing and needing to manage cables all the time, moving cables around, especially for home studio use. And then what I always carry with me is a lot of these little adapters, especially if you're a Mac user. And the other thing I would have just said really is one of the most important things is that I had to do a lot of research 2 years ago, especially when we were operating the church remotely during COVID. We had our worship leader in one home and me in another, and we were doing this from all different homes because we were all on lockdown, and we had to find a way to bring everything together for people on a Sunday. And so what we did was we had to find a program that could really work easily. We did use Wirecast for a while, because that's what we used in our church environment. And it was very different, because then our live streams were more really just as an appendage to the ministry than something that could be so functional. But during COVID, there was such an involvement of live streaming. I just think it hit such a peak. And there was also this incredible, just change in technology, as I said earlier. And that was incredible, because what that meant is that we were able to really just bring on guests and really professionally, something that would normally be studio quality. And same with these little, this ATEM Mini Pro. I mean, we got it around just before COVID actually, and it's really something you'd find in a pro studio. It's just a mini version. And just so helpful, this technology. But again, sometimes it can test you, because just, you have to have a list of things that you've checked before you go on. And it's just crazy, And the one thing that I want to say that I had to do was do this research on all the different live streaming platforms, because we had used Wirecast, but we had an old version, and it was just not good with the remote. It wasn't consistent with bringing on remote guests. It was a lot of work. It was difficult. And, as one or two people running the live stream, it was very difficult. So we looked around, and then we went on to StreamYard for a while, which I want to tell you really served us so well during so much of COVID, especially in South Africa, because we were bound by a lot of different lockdowns at different times, and we didn't open and close our church. We just kind of waited until things were safer, and especially also with the loss of our beautiful brother in Christ. But anyway, having said that, I went through quite a few programs, and they are now, and even now, StreamYard's a great program, but we just didn't get what we needed out of it fully. And I was looking around, and all of a sudden I came across Ecamm Live. But of course, it's only Mac-based. And if you're looking for a platform to live stream, I want to encourage you to look at Ecamm Live. Ecamm Live has not only served me well, it has been the most consistent, stable platform that I've used, and easy to use in spite of all the incredible features that it carries. It's not a good way to show you. I think I need to actually go into demo mode for this. Let's just see. Hold on a second. Oh, I can't use I've got to use the mouse, eh? Let's see what this does. Am I in live demo mode now? Let's see. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, so you can see what I can see over there. So let me just bring this this other thing down over here. All right. So you can see what I can see over there, and what you can see is this is really Ecamm. This is what it looks like. Let me just do that. Okay, I just want to see if my mouse is being picked up. I haven't changed that. Yeah, it is. Okay. So in essence, what you see there is, and I'm not going to go through it now because Ecamm have incredible tutors, and they've got an incredible, if you just go onto the Ecamm Live community group on Facebook, and I'm not getting paid for this, people. I just want you to know that they've got an incredible group of people there that are so helpful, and it has really been a learning curve for me, and it's such a great platform. But what I really love is, and I don't know how much you can actually see it. I don't know if I can make this bigger. But anyway, I think you can on YouTube if you just stretch your fingers out on your phone. You'll be able to do it. But what they have over here is in the scenes menu. It's very, very easy. All you do literally is you create a scene and you have it. Voila. I mean, you'll see we've got an outro over there. This is a scene that I quickly brought in and prompted you this last night. Let me just bring this back up again. Okay, that's behind the scenes. Okay. Yeah. So, and that's it. I mean, you can see, I don't know what it's doing. Oh, I know what it's doing. The battery went flat. That's one I haven't got a dummy battery for. But anyway, so I'll go through some of the basics on this another time. But just right now, what I'm more encouraged to do is just to say, if you're looking for a live streaming platform that has versatility, it is only Mac based. But having said that, what's really good about it is that even though it is Mac based alone, it also means I think that there's more dedication to focus things in. And they've got a great beta version as well, which is the one I use because it's very stable. And I love it because I use multi-streaming as well, because we stream to our Facebook page as a church community. We're drawing in people, and while we don't like to split our people up, we know that there are a lot of people that are not YouTubers, and so that is what we're trying to do. And we're trying to build our YouTube community too. So hey, if you're there, please just give us a heads up. Subscribe to the DGFC channel or the DGAN channel. The Deborah Bell channel is just really a personal channel. But I've just put all three up to try and see how much I can stream. So yeah, I just wanted to encourage all of you to look at Ecamm Live. It's great platform. Let me just come out of live mode. And then you have a main screen, and you can move things around. You have a little box here with your different sound levels. You can see mine says Rodecaster Pro over here. And that is because that is the mode that is what I'm using right now. And then my sound effects, normally they're actually up here, but I was moving everything around on the screen. And then I have my comments here. My comments box. Okay. So why that's important is because you can just do so many things. There's overlays here. You can bring up, this is what I'm using now as an overlay. So it's a really easy to use program, and all in my sound effects, obviously I've got all my, it's all the stuff I use for worship. So I've got all of my intro music here, my ministry music. And of course, it's probably better to use another kind of interface for music, which I'm busy looking at now. So if anybody's got good ideas, please let me know, because it's easier to fade in, fade out. I was using, just see what it's called. Oh, I can't use that. Hey, I've got to use this because I am sharing. Yeah, Virtual DJ. I was using that. Let me pull it up, see if it comes through. So here's Virtual DJ, and it's hanging. I'm getting a little beach ball over here. So I may just take that off. Let's just see. Okay, you can see it coming up on your screen there now. And really all that is it's free, and you just literally drag your songs in on it, and then you can obviously mix it on the decks. It's actually, I got this from a YouTuber, a content creator that does DJing, and of course that does some radio content. But I mean, I'm sure there are other things out there that are much better. I'm trying to get rid of this now. Okay, and let me come out of this. Ecamm Live, you can go just onto their website and join it. There are different packages that they have. Let me just find out what I'm doing here. Okay, let's get out of there. Options, live demo mode. Okay, we should be out of there now. Yeah. Okay, so that's really it. So the main thing is to get a mic, to make sure you've got Ecamm Live or another streaming program. There's also StreamYard, which is really nice for ease of access and use, but quite honestly, for bang for your buck, if you've got a Mac, it would be worth looking at definitely looking at the other one. And then again, just to get a camera or even a video camera, whatever you may have available, or start with your laptop, whatever you have, and just to get a little audio interface, a mic, and maybe one or two little cheap lights that you can get in the background over there. And I'll talk more about those. I see my other ones are flashing still. I haven't switched them off. I normally have some other blue lights, fairy lights over there. So I just wanted to, do, all I'm doing now is a bit of a checkup here. And then I also have my baby over here, which is my Shure SMB. This is my SM58. Not SMB, what was I talking about? It's my Shure SM58. And you know, for a while we haven't been able to get these in South Africa. They've just been out of stock with all the shortage of components of everything. We've really been struggling. Normally I use this at church, and it's one of the better mics. Anyway, that's me signing off for now. God bless everyone. And yeah, just put any questions you have in the comments if you have any. God bless. Where is my music? Let's play the outro.